how elections are conducted in India, right? So in the previous class we have discussed what are elections and how the Election Commission of India help us in conducting elections, right? Do you remember those things? Yes. To help you, let us recap those things first, okay? So first we have learned what is the meaning of election, right? So what is the election? Our India is a democratic country. That means what? Democracy means what? We have the rights to select the people who have to rule us, right? So see, it has a form of government which is chosen by the people. So how we are choosing these people? That is by election, okay? So what is the election? Election is a process by which a person or a group of people are chosen to form a government, okay? So for what purpose we are having election? So by election we can choose either a person or we are choosing a group of people for what? To form a government, okay? So now all of you know what is election, right? And next we have learned what are the roles of this Election Commission of India in conducting elections, right? So first let us see who conducts this election, okay? So we know that India is a very large country, okay? So it needs a lot of planning to conduct elections. Our country is the largest country and it is the second most populated country. So to conduct election, it needs a lot of planning. So someone should be there to plan all those things, right? So see, the Election Commission is a body which plans every phase of election, okay? So to plan election, we have the Election Commission of India, okay? And now let us see what are the roles of this Election Commission of India. So what are the duties they are doing? See, it decides the date on which election will be held. First they will fix the date on which we should conduct the elections. And then they will hold the elections. That means what? They will conduct the election. And then they will lay down the rules and regulations to be followed during the elections. Then they will formulate certain rules that should be followed by the people as well as the political parties as well as the election commission officers, everyone, okay? So what are the rules they have to follow? Then at last they will announce us the result, okay? And their main aim is what? They should ensure that the elections in India are fair and impartial, okay? So tell me what are the main duties of this Election Commission of India? It decides the date on which the election should be held and it holds the election and it regulates the rules that should be followed during the time of election and at last it announces the result. And its main aim is it should ensure that election in India is fair and it is impartial, okay? And then at last we have learned about Chief Election Commissioner. Who is the Chief Election Commissioner? Yes, the Election Commission of India is headed by the Chief Election Commissioner, okay? And Sunil Arora is currently our Chief Election Commissioner. So these are the things we have discussed in our last class, right? So I hope that now every one of you is clear about what is election and what are the roles of the Election Commission of India, right? So in today's class, let us see who can vote and how voting is done, okay? Yes, first let us see who can vote, okay? This is our today's class. See, Election Commission issues a list with the name of all people who can vote, okay? So now if there is an election to come, so prior to the election, this Election Commission will issue a list of people who can vote, okay? So who are eligible for voting? See, adults who are 18 years of age and above can vote. So now Semi, can you participate in election in selecting the government of India? No, right? You are not up to 18 years of age. So who can vote? And adults who have reached 18 years of age and above can vote, okay? So once you have reached 18 years of age, then you have to apply for voters ID, and if you get voters ID, then you can participate in election, okay? So before the election, the Election Commission of India will issue a list, okay, and this list will contain the names of all the people who can vote. So if your name is not in the list, then it means that you cannot participate in that election, okay? And then see who can vote? Adults who are 18 years of age and above can vote in the election, okay? Here see these people are waiting in a queue to vote, okay? And see, people who issued a voter ID card. Okay, so once you are 18 years of age, you have to apply for voters ID, okay, and then they will verify your date of birth and all the details, and they will issue a voter ID card, okay. People who can vote are issued a voter ID card. So if you need, you can check with your parents' voter ID card, okay. If you have this voter ID card, then only you can vote in the election, okay. And what are the things this voter ID card has? See, it contains information about his or her name, date of birth and photograph. See, take your parents' voter ID for reference, okay, and see what are the things it is represented there, okay. So what are the things we can see in this voter ID card? The important things there are his or her name, the person's name, their date of birth and their photo, okay. So this is a model of a voter ID card, okay. See, issued by the Election Commission of India, okay. So here we will have the person's photograph, and then we will have the name and then date of birth, okay. All these details will be present in the voter ID card, okay. Take your parents' voter ID and check how it is looking, okay. So people who can vote are issued a voter ID card, and this voter ID card contains information about his or her name, date of birth and their photograph, okay. And see, on the day of election, so when the election is happening, the voter has to carry this card and show it at the polling booth where the votes are given. So what do you mean by polling booth? Polling booth means the place where we are going to vote, okay. So in our place itself we will have so many polling booths here and there, okay. So the Election Commission will issue a list, at that time itself they will specify where is our polling booth also, okay. So we have to go to that particular polling booth and we have to cast our vote, okay. So on the day of the election, the voter, that means people who are going to vote, okay, they have to carry their voter ID card and they have to show it at the polling booth, okay. Polling booth means place where the votes are given, okay. They have to show it here. See here, so before entering itself they are showing these two policemen, and also after entering also there will be some officers, and we have to give our voter ID to them to verify all the details, okay. So they will check with the list they have, okay. Our names will be with them also. They will check with the list and then they will hand over our voter ID to us, okay. So on the day of election, the voter has to carry their voter ID and show it at the polling booth where the votes are given, okay. And see, then what happens? Voting is done by secret ballot, okay. That is, nobody knows who a person has voted for. So where we will cast our vote? In a secret ballot. Here see, where the person is standing, it is covered, right? That is a secret ballot. So no one can see to whom we are voting, okay. See, the person is voting here and he is completely covered by this box, right? So this is a secret ballot. No one can see to whom we are voting, okay. That will be known only to us. So our votes are confidential, okay. So voting is done by secret ballot. That secret ballot means what? No one knows to whom we are voting for, okay. And then see, at the polling booth, the voters give their voting by pressing a button on the electronic voting machine, okay. See, this EVM, okay, electronic voting machine. So how we are giving our votes? By pressing a button on the electronic voting machine. See, this is the electronic voting machine, and here see we have so many buttons, no? Here we have to press one button, okay. So to which leader we have to cast our vote? Near to that, his name or this political party symbol, we have to press that button, then our votes will be registered, okay. So at the polling booth, how we can cast our vote? The voters give their vote by pressing a button on the electronic voting machine. Don't forget this term, where we will cast our vote? In electronic voting machine, okay. And this is the electronic voting machine. And then see what this machine contains. The machine shows the names of the people contesting election and the symbols of the political parties, okay. So this electronic voting machine will have the names of the person as well as the symbols of their political parties, okay. For example, if we are going to vote for BJP, means First, it will contain the name of the person who is contesting in BJP party, and near to that their symbol. What is the symbol of BJP party? There will be a lotus sign, right? That sign will be there. Near to that button will be there. So we have to press the button near to that lotus symbol or his name. Okay. And the same way for each and every party, the party symbol will be there, as well as the person who is contesting for that party will be there. Okay. So near to that, which button is pressed, then we have to press that button, then our vote will be registered for that person. Okay. So the machine shows what the machine contains. The machine contains the names of the people contesting election and also the symbols of the political parties. Here you can see, right, here is some name and here is the symbol and here is the button and here are some bulbs. Okay, so once this bulb shows green symbol, it means that we have voted successfully. Okay, so we have to wait till this green light is on. Okay, and if we are pressing this button twice means then our vote will get cancelled. Okay, so we have to press only once and we have to wait till we are getting this green symbol in this line. Okay, so this is the electronic voting machine. So here we have names of the persons who are contesting in election, and here we have the symbol of their political parties, and here we have button. So if we have to vote for this person, then we have to press this button only. We should not press any button. Okay, to which person we have to vote, near to his name button will be there. In that button only we have to press. Okay. So, the EVM machine contains the names of the people contesting the election and the symbols of political parties. Okay. So, these are the things under who can vote. Okay. So, after voting, what are the things will happen? We can discuss in the next class. Okay. So, these are the things for our today's class. Understood? Shall we recall once again? So, today we have discussed who can vote, right? So, who can vote? So, Election Commission issues a list with the names of all people who can vote. So, if our name is not in the list, we cannot vote. Okay. And see, the adults who are 18 years of age and above can vote. Okay. And then people who can vote are issued a voter ID card. And what this voter ID card contains? It contains information about his or her name, their date of birth and photograph. Okay. And then see, on the day of election, the voter has to carry this card and show it at the polling booth where the votes are given. And then what happens? Then they can vote. Once their documents are verified, they can go for voting. Okay. And how this voting is done? Voting is done by secret ballot. You see, it is hidden, right? So that is nobody knows who a person has voted for. And then how this voting can be done? So at the polling booth, the voters give their vote by pressing a button on the electronic voting machine. Okay, so in India, votes are casted by using electronic voting machine. Okay, electronic voting machine. Don't forget that. And how is this electronic voting machine? The machine shows the names of the people contesting election and the symbols of the political parties. So we have to press this button near to our favorite person so that we can cast the vote for him. Okay. So that's all for our today's class. I hope that you have understood how voting is done in India, right? So we can see the remaining things, how these votes are counted and the remaining parts of election in our coming classes. Okay. So now take your student's book. Let us read the contents in the textbook now. Okay. Yes children, have you all taken your book? Take your social students book, page number 53, okay? Take your pencil also with you. So, take your social students book, page number 53 and also pencil with you. Ready? Shall we start? See, today we have discussed about this section, okay? Who can vote? See, the Election Commission issues a list with the name of all the people who can vote, okay? So, we have discussed, right? So, prior to the Election Commission will issue a list with the names of all the people who can vote. And now see, in India, all adults who are 18 years and above have the right to vote. So, who can vote? All adults who are 18 years and above have the right to vote. Underline this line. In India, all adults who are 18 years and above have the right to vote. Okay? And then see, people who can vote are issued a voter ID card. So, people who have the rights to vote are issued a voter ID card. Okay, and what this card contains? This card contains information about the voter, such as his or her name, date of birth, and photograph. Okay, so the voter ID will contain some information about the voter. So mainly it has a photograph of the voter, date of birth of the voter, and name of the voter. Okay, so these are the main information present in the voter ID card. Okay, so what happens on the day of election? On the day of the election, voter has to carry this card and show it at the polling booth. Polling booth means what? Place where votes are given. Okay, where votes are given. Now how the voting is done? Voting is done by secret ballot. That is, nobody knows who a person has voted for. Okay, so because of this secret ballot, only we knows to whom we are voting. Okay, and then at the polling booth, the voters give their votes by pressing a button on the electronic voting machine. Underline this line. At the polling booth, the voters give their vote by pressing a button on the electronic voting machine. Okay, so how we are casting our vote? With the help of electronic voting machine. And see, the machine shows the names of the people contesting elections and the symbols of political parties. So what this electronic machine, voting machine contains? It contains the people contesting in election and the symbols of their political parties. Okay. So these are the things that will happen on the day of election. Okay. See, you see this picture, ink being applied on the voter's finger. This ink cannot be removed easily. Okay. So once we have voted, that officers will put an ink on our index finger. In the last class I have shown this to you, right? So this ink cannot be erased by us. Okay. So this is a mark that we have voted, so that we cannot vote again. Okay. So we can vote only once. Okay. So that's all for today's class. So children, I hope that you understood all the concepts what I have taught for today's class, right? So you have a small homework, that is, we have, let's explore in page number 54 and page number 55. Okay. So in page number 54, you have find out the name of chief ministers of any two Indian states and the political party to which they belong. Okay, so you have to choose any two states from India and you have to find the chief minister of that state and also the political party to which they belong. Okay, for example, if we take Tamil Nadu, who is our chief minister? Mr. Edappadi Palanisamy, right? And to which political party he belongs? ADMK. Okay, so in the same way you have to select two another states and you have to find a chief minister with their political party. Okay. Then and also in page number 55 we have another, let's explore, that is, in India, if a person is 18 years old and above, he or she can vote in elections. Okay, so if you are 18 years of age and above, then you can participate in election. So you have to find out what is the legal age for marriage and issuing a driving license in India. So you have to find what is the minimum age for getting married and also to get a driving license. Okay, these two are your homework. Okay, write it in your social note, take a picture of it and send it to me. Okay, and also if you have any doubts, feel free to contact me. Okay, in the next class we can discuss about the political parties in India. Okay, meet you in the next class. Thank you.